Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's always awesome to have you here. Today we've got an epic showdown that fans have been dreaming about. Wonder Woman from DC versus Jane Foster's Thor from Marvel. Two powerful warriors, two magical weapons, and one incredible battle. You don't want to miss this. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button to support the channel. Drop a comment with who you think would win this clash of titans, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our superhero face-offs. Let's get into it. Mythic origins. Raised on the hidden island of the Amazons, one warrior was born from a legendary queen, and, in some versions, the king of the gods himself. This divine heritage made her a fierce champion trained in the arts of war and wisdom, destined to defend peace with the strength of a demigoddess. Her culture is steeped in ancient traditions, and her mission is driven by compassion and justice in a world that often lacks both. On the other side, a brilliant doctor proved herself worthy when a mystical hammer chose her to wield the power of a god. Through immense courage and sacrifice, she stepped into a role once held by another, not to replace, but to rise on her own terms. Empowered by divine magic and burdened by human struggle, her transformation bridged two worlds: mortal fragility and immortal strength. Physical strength. Capable of going toe-to-toe with Superman, this warrior has shattered tanks with her bare hands and lifted entire mountains through sheer might. Her strength is not only physical, but also shaped by years of Amazonian training and divine essence, making her one of the most formidable beings in her universe. In battle, she unleashes power with precision, balancing raw force with tactical skill. Wielding Mjolnir, the new goddess of thunder has taken on gods and cosmic beasts without hesitation. She stood against Odin himself and faced monstrous threats like Mangog, showing strength that rivals the divine. Her power is amplified by the storm, allowing her to channel forces beyond imagination. In a head-to-head clash, their brute strength would ignite a fierce and evenly matched fight. Iconic weapons. Armed with the lasso of truth, unbreakable bracers, and the sword of Athena, this champion carries relics of divine craftsmanship into every battle. Each tool serves a purpose. The lasso compels honesty and restraint, while her bracers deflect even god-level attacks. Her sword, sharp enough to cut through magic and monsters alike, completes a balanced arsenal built for offense, defense, and control. Her opponent, while incredibly powerful, doesn't possess this kind of elemental reach. Her strength lies in physical combat and close-range tactics, rather than large-scale energy control. Without the ability to counter lightning or storm-based assaults directly, she's forced to close the distance fast. In terms of ranged power, thunder reigns supreme. Combat skill. Trained from childhood by the fiercest warriors of Themyscira, this fighter has mastered hand-to-hand combat, swordplay, and battlefield tactics. Her movements are precise, her strikes efficient, and her instincts sharpened by centuries of Amazon tradition. She doesn't just fight with power, but with discipline, making her a deadly force in both one-on-one duels and larger conflicts. While her opponent rose quickly in power, her background was far from the battlefield. A brilliant doctor turned goddess, she had to adapt fast, learning to fight while managing the immense pressure of her transformation. Though she's proven courageous and adaptable, her combat style is more instinctive than refined. When it comes to technique and experience, the edge goes to the Amazon warrior: elemental control. With the power of the storm at her command, the goddess of thunder can summon lightning, unleash hurricanes, and shift the weather with a thought. Her mastery of these elements makes her a force of nature, capable of leveling battlefields and overwhelming enemies from afar. This celestial fury gives her a clear advantage when it comes to long-range combat and environmental manipulation. Her opponent commands the legendary Mjolnir, a weapon that channels lightning, grants flight, and returns to her hand with perfect aim. More than just a hammer, it acts as an extension of her will, able to strike enemies with force or strategy. Though Mjolnir provides greater offensive versatility, the Golden Lasso has proven capable of restraining even cosmic threats, making both arsenals equally dangerous in the right hands. Durability and healing. Both fighters possess superhuman endurance, able to withstand extreme damage and keep pushing forward in the heat of battle. The Amazon's stamina is legendary, She can fight relentlessly for days without showing signs of fatigue. Her resilience is rooted in divine strength and years of intense training, making her incredibly difficult to wear down. This ability allows her to stay in the fight even when facing overwhelming odds or powerful enemies. The goddess of thunder regenerates wounds quickly thanks to the power of Mjolnir, healing injuries that would stop ordinary beings in their tracks. However, this rapid recovery comes at a cost, weakening her mortal form each time she transforms. Over a prolonged fight, this toll could affect her stamina, giving her opponent a possible edge in lasting power and stability. Despite this drawback, her healing factor makes her a formidable opponent capable of bouncing back from devastating attacks. War experience. Having faced gods, demons, and extraterrestrial threats, this warrior brings centuries of battle-hardened wisdom to every fight. Her time with the Justice League has seen her through cosmic wars and universe-threatening conflicts, proving her ability to lead and adapt under the harshest conditions. This vast experience shapes her into a strategic fighter who anticipates her enemies' moves and exploits their weaknesses. Though incredibly powerful, the Thunder Goddess has spent less time as a divine warrior compared to her opponent. Her journey from mortal to goddess is relatively recent, giving her less battlefield experience at this level. While she has shown great courage and growth, the depth of combat knowledge and leadership clearly favors the seasoned Amazon warrior in this matchup. Motivation and heart. Facing a deadly illness, the Thunder Goddess fights not only external enemies but her own fragile health, showing true bravery each time she lifts her hammer. Her battle is as much about survival and hope as it is about power, making her strength deeply personal and inspiring. This courage fuels her determination to protect others, even when the odds are against her. Driven by a mission of justice, peace, and equality, the Amazon warrior follows a strict code of honor passed down through generations. Her fight is rooted in protecting the innocent and standing against oppression at any cost. Both warriors embody inspiring heroism, and their clash is not just physical but a battle of heart and conviction, making their rivalry truly unforgettable. Mystical factor. Harnessing ancient spells tied to Mjolnir and the Norse pantheon, the Thunder Goddess wields powerful runic magic that enhances her combat abilities and grants her access to arcane forces. This mystical energy allows her to unleash devastating attacks and defend against supernatural threats, making her a versatile and unpredictable fighter in any battle. Her connection to these ancient powers adds a complex layer to her already formidable strength. Her opponent benefits from blessings granted by Greek gods and possesses strong resistance to magic, making her difficult to harm through sorcery alone. Armed with enchanted artifacts like the Lasso of Truth and divine armor, she combines physical prowess with magical protection. While Jane's magic is rooted in runes and spells, the Amazon's mystical advantage comes from her heritage and sacred relics, creating a balance between arcane power and divine defense. Who would win? If the fight comes down to raw power and thunderous force, the Goddess of Storms has a strong chance of dominating with the fury of Mjolnir at her command. Her ability to strike from a distance and unleash devastating elemental attacks gives her a major advantage in quick, overwhelming bursts of energy. In sheer destructive capability, she is a terrifying opponent. However, in a prolonged battle where strategy, combat skill, and emotional resilience come into play, the Amazon warrior is likely to gain the upper hand. Her experience, discipline, and unyielding determination make her a formidable foe who can outlast even the most powerful enemies. This would be a legendary clash, a battle worthy of shaking entire universes. Thanks for watching this epic showdown between two incredible heroes. If you enjoyed the video, please like, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more battles like this. Your support means a lot and helps the channel grow. See you next time.